So, this is a very weird day, guys. It's a day that I never thought would happen. A day where I can sit here and say, I agree with Bleacher Report? No, this is, wow. It's like the longest time ever, Nick Wright was absolutely a clown show. And then he became logical and didn't hate on us every single second. And I started making videos how, he's logical. Now, I don't think Bleacher Report's ever going to get to that point. Let's be honest. Bleacher Report is absolutely a cesspool of dog crap. But this, and it's every once in a while, okay? Every once in a while, they hit gold, okay? Every once in a while, they hit the needle in the haystack here. And I agree with them. So they claim that defensive coordinator Lou Anarumo is he's against rotating his defensive backs. I don't know why I can't say that word for a second. But his job security could be called into question. Okay, first off. See, this is why Bleacher Report, I hate them, but I love them at the same time. It's because they're humorous. His job security is called into question. There is no could. The word could, right, refers to the fact of there's a potential, a future potential. No, 1,000%, I think every Bengals fan has called his job into question. Every single personnel outside of the Bengals, even outside of the fans, analysts have called his job into question. So I don't think it's a could. It's his job has been called into question. If the Cincinnati continues to be as bad at defending the pass. Again, it's already, at this point, his job has been called so much into question, I don't think it could get worse. Even if we suck the rest of the year, I still don't think his job would be any more of a different state than it is now, which is in a very negative state. That means giving younger players like Jordan Battle a chance to play over free agent acquisition Geno Stone. Again, this is the part that I think is logical. What they're saying is they want us not to bench Geno Stone, but they want us to give Jordan Battle a lot more reps. Kind of like how last year when we had Nick Scott, and Nick Scott was the starter and he was the guy, and then he eventually got benched because, he did get benched. They're saying to rotate, they're not saying to bench. But he got a lot less reps, and Jordan Battle got a lot more reps. And, this is something, again, that's why even when Bleacher Report is right, it's kind of like blatantly obvious crap. But, this is something we've been talking about all year, right? We've been talking about this all year, and in hindsight, it's funny how now Bleacher Report posts this, because this has been a thing for like the last couple weeks. Like, this is not anything new. Like, maybe at the beginning of the season, you could like, hey, listen guys, we believe that, hot take, they should play their young safety who really has a lot of upside. But reporting it now is really just not logical, because he's been playing. He's been playing a lot. Jordan Battle, 40% of the offense last week, 48%, 51%. Again, if you would put this in the beginning of the year, I'm not going to really trash on you, Bleacher Report, because I'm going to be like, I agree with you, like, he should be playing more. Now, at the beginning of the year, the reason why he wasn't playing more was actually revealed by Lou Anarumo, and that was because of a personal issue. Apparently, there's some things in practice Lou didn't like. He didn't put him on the field, right? Even when our run defense sucked, even when our defense in general was lacking and going through hell, Lou said, nah. Even when we had no defensive tackles and we had boo-boo butthole defensive tackles on our team and it was garbage, Lou said, nah. Lou didn't care. Lou just did not go with it. Lou said, I'm not doing it. I'm not going to do it. When we were being gashed in the run game, and it looked like we were freaking Titanic, and the ship was sinking, Lou said, don't need that. We don't need Jordan Battle in there, because I got a personal issue with him. Put your personal issues over. Put your personal issues over what's best for the team. So they said could, right? I'm just kind of double checking here. They said could be in question. Oh, lordy, man. I love Lou. I do. I really do. But if you surveyed 1,000 Bengals fans, you said, hey, Lou Anarumo, right? Fire or not? I'm going to say 60% says yes. And I'm part of the 40 that says no. Ironically enough, I am a Lou supporter. But I can at least, even with being a Lou supporter, and I'm sometimes delusional when it comes to my takes, and I'll admit to that, I could at least admit I could see why. I could see why they want to fire him. I could see why there's a lot of people that dislike him. I could see very much why, you would want to get rid of Lou Anarumo. At the end of the day, Bill Belichick said it best. And I quote this all the time, and it's so true. Players win games. Coaches lose them. Bill Belichick, from the horse's mouth right there. And it's a very true statement. Players make crazy game-winning plays. They make big plays throughout the game. But at the end of the day, if you want to close the game out, you have to have good coaching. And one thing we have seen throughout this whole entire season so far, and it's very prominent, I don't know how much of a fault it is of our defense or our offense, because you look at games like the Kansas City Chiefs game. We had the ball, second last drive of the game. We have the ball, we're up by 3 points. Well, up by 2 points, up by 2 points. You go down the field, score a touchdown, you win the game. Period. You're up by 9, and there's less than 2 minutes left. Game over. We get stopped, punt the ball, give up a great punt return, and then they kick a game-winning field goal. That's a coaching problem right there. That's a coaching problem. You couldn't call up a scheme to get a couple yards, get a couple first downs, move the chains, and get down the field. And you might say, well, the Chiefs have a good defense. We have T. Higgins, Jamar Chase, Yoshi, Mike Gesicki, at the time, Zach Moss, at the time, Chase Brown, Joe Burrow, all of our guys. And you can't call a system that can get you a couple first downs and move the chains. Patriots game. We get the ball back with 2 minutes to go in the game. 2 minutes to go in the game. We're down by 6. We go 3 and out and punt the ball. That's a coaching problem. Ravens game. We get the ball back in overtime. We run the ball 3 times and kick a field goal, and there's a bad snap. You can't call a better play than run the ball 3 times. Coaching problem. Other Ravens game. You're up by 14. You can't. Obviously, the Chase Brown fumble was not on Coach Taylor or the coaching staff in general. But you miss 3 or 4 tackles on one guy with Tylan Wallace and allow him to run 80 yards down the field. Coaching problem. The list goes on and on. To say his job could be in question, I think, is an understatement. It's a very understatement of the year. It's a very logical take that it is in question. It is, 100%. Every single personnel, every single coach on our roster right now, on our staff, is job in question. 100%. You can't, I don't think anyone could sit here and say, oh no, everyone's safe. No one's safe. Everyone in the hot seat. But overall wise, I do agree. Play Jordan Battle more. We talked about it before. I would like to see more snaps with Matt Lee. I think Matt Lee needs to get more snaps. Especially if we keep putting Cody Ford and try and see what Cody Ford can do. Put in Matt Lee. Give him some more snaps. He has been getting more, but I want to see more of him too. Tanner McLaughlin. Put in more Jermaine Burton. Put in a lot of these guys, that Josh Newton as well. I want to see more of these guys because, again, this is our future. We know right now what's going on. We know right now how the situation is going. We need the future right now, right? We need to start focusing toward the future. Tell me down below your thoughts and opinions. I'll see you guys next one. Peace out.